Hello everyone, how are you all doing? Well, I'm doing great and thank you so much for asking. Well, you didn't ask, but anyways, I'm going to be telling you and you have to listen. I'm going to be telling you what you have might not ever heard on the internet. At least I have not heard, or I'm just ignorant and I don't know this thing, that how can you have a problem at the security check at airport just because you have colored your hair? Like seriously, the last time when I colored this hair, and the video is, by the way, when I colored my hair, is on the internet. You can actually learn from that video of what not to do while coloring your hair. So it's really important. So go and watch that video. I'm going to be putting that video somewhere on the I link. Before exactly telling you what happened in the security check because of my color, let me just tell you where have I traveled. So I have traveled from UK to Italy, specifically from London to Genoa. And just start to show you with the view that I'm having. So I'm currently not at the Genoa, but I am at a small city in Italy. So this is my room, by the way, which is a huge mess. Ignore it. And that's me. Yeah. So let's move to see the beautiful view. It's so pretty. Can I open this window and show you? And you can see the sea there. I was traveling from London to Genoa yesterday, and during our security check I was carrying the cabin bag and they stopped my bag and they started checking. And so you have to put like those 100 mils bottle in one Ziploc to give it to security check, and I did that. And then I thought like maybe there's something left in my bag that I've carried somewhere, so they're just checking that, they'll remove it. So from somewhere they found the sanitizer, so I'm like, okay, it was that. But they kept on checking. It went for like 5, 10, 15 minutes. I didn't know the exact count of time, but it was approximately that. And I actually got worried after a point, and they took like something, the strip sort of thing, to check the chemical or something. At that time I didn't realize, and they were dragging it to all of my stuff to check what is that, because every time they were putting it, it was just beeping red, something was happening. I didn't know what is there in the bag. After a point I actually got scared, like what am I carrying, what is so problematic? And then I asked and they said something, and then after a point they called the manager and everything. He came up with a long form and then he asked my passport, everything. I don't, at that point, like, we were like clueless. We were discussing what's happening, because this has never happened with me. Even if I leave some of the toiletry bottles, which is not in the Ziploc, it's in the bag, they never bother about it. They just like, okay, yeah, nobody checks that much. And I knew this thing. And then when the manager came, I asked him like, can you just tell me what is this all about? Maybe I can help. Like, maybe if something is, I know that is the problem, maybe I can help them to find that thing. So they were like, no, it's we have to put this again for the security check. And then the manager came, and while he was filling the form and everything, and then he very interrogatively he asked like, this laptop, like, then I understood, okay, the problem is with the laptop. And then he said, it's like your personal laptop or work laptop. I said, like, it's my work laptop. And then he asked like, where do you work, what do you work, which domain do you work, blah 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 blah. And after everything he was like, does anybody else uses this laptop, or is it your like the only person you I'm like, I use this only, nobody else uses this laptop. Recently somebody at your work asked this for reconfigure it or do something. I'm like, no, nobody asked it, because I have it like from past 6 months. I didn't give it to anybody. And by this time I was really scared. I'm like, what have I done? Like, what? I could not figure out who has done something to my laptop. Am I like, literally I was not freaking out from the outside, but inside I was like, am I going to a jail today? I don't know what is wrong with it. And then after keep on asking like 5-6 questions, then he landed up to one question. He's like, do you do hair color? Then he's like, do you work in the hair colors and everything? I'm like, no. But all of a sudden I was like, okay, yeah, but I did my hair color. So he's like, when did you do it? I'm like, just within a week. He was like, okay. And then he a little bit smiled, and I thought he understood. So there were some chemical traces on my laptop, which was problematic. Every time I was asking, they were just telling it's something explosive chemical. And I got like really scared. What chemical am I carrying which can cause explosion? Because there was nothing in my knowledge, like, obviously. And then I understood like maybe something is with the hair color, because while I was doing my hair color, maybe I was working, and in the evening I was using the same laptop to maybe watch YouTube or something like that. And while I was putting the color, I was wearing the gloves. I don't know how, when, what happened, some traces came to my laptop or something, and then after coming to my room, I looked for it, what was the problematic thing. So with the hair color, we used the developer, which is hydrogen peroxide, and the developer that I was using was 30 volume. The concentration of hydrogen peroxide in the 30 volume developer is 9%, and the permissible concentration which people can sell at drugstore is of the disinfectants, which is 3%. So 3% peroxide you can carry in a 100 ml bottle, and that has to be in the ziplock and everything. But the traces they found of 9% of hydrogen peroxide was on my laptop surface, and it is not flammable directly, but if exposed to the atmosphere, it can release the excessive amount of oxygen, which can cause problem. But then they just filled the form and whatever they did it, and we could pass the security check, and I was like, oh, thank God. And I didn't know. I'm like, okay, next time if I'm traveling, I'm not going to be doing the hair color within a week or something like that. I don't want to be standing in that line, because it's horrible, and it scares you. Like, obviously it's like, okay, what wrong thing am I doing, and all in all. So that was all about the incident that I could tell you. It was actually scary and still funny for me. I'm like just laughing, like, okay. So I think that is it about the hair color and everything. If you like this video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. And if you have any other recommendation or suggestion on how I can make my videos better and what would you like to see further, do let me know in the comment down below. And thank you so much for watching, and bye bye. I'll see you next time.